Hey guys, I'm here to talk about constipation, right? Again, right? Because it seems like I do videos and no one seems to understand when I say you do not want constipation. Constipation causes a lot of problems, right? Now, what is constipation? Constipation can be caused by diverticulitis, right? Which is less serious. When it's less serious, it includes stress, lack of exercise, insufficient dietary fiber, or overuse of laxative, which causes the bowel to be lazy. But we already know what causes constipation. Constipation is caused from the foods that you eat, guys. The inadequate diet, guys, foods that have less fiber, processed foods, refined sugars, all of these things, and it causes problems in our colon, right? It clogs up our body, and then we, stuff like that. We already know that, guys. So this is the scientific terms. Now, what we need to know is that your colon has six functions, right? And these six functions, guys, are all connected to some part of our organs in our body, something. One of our organs is connected to one of these six colon functions, right? So that's why we need to keep our colon cleansed, clean, and free of all waste and anything, right? Now, that you have the first one is your hepatic flexure, which consists of the liver, gallbladder, and your heart, right? Then you have the splentic flexure, which controls your stomach. The ascending colon controls your thyroid, the mammary gland, and your lungs. Your transverse colon controls your esophagus and your trachea. Your descending colon controls your kidneys, your adrenal gland. Your sigmoid colon controls your testicles, your uterus, and your prostate gland. Right? Now, causes, things that could cause constipation: IBS, mucus colitis, bowel disorders, neuropathy if you're a diabetic. Sitting for too long on the toilet causes constipation. Muscle damage can cause constipation. Hemorrhoids, right, is a sign that your bowel is not working right. That's constipation. Reading for more than 30 minutes in the bathroom on the toilet, that's constipation. 3 to 4 days per week, no bowel movement, that's constipation. With this now, guys, what can happen with constipation? You can get thinning stool because your colon, your walls are clogged. You can get cancer in your colon that can spread to your liver, right? So you have to cleanse the colon. You have to clean the colon. You have to get out everything out the colon, right? And remember, without your liver, your bowels don't move, because your liver produces bile, and without bile, you would not go to the bathroom, and then you would have problems in your liver. That is another session that I'm going to talk about. Okay, so that's something else. But just know that how your organs are interconnected, right? You need a high fiber diet. Right? If you're experiencing constipation, you need a high fiber diet. In the herbal world, we have a thing called where we do like a test to see how much, if you have adequate enough fiber in your diet. We call it floaters, not sinkers, right? So most people, when they use the bathroom, they do not turn around and look in the toilet. I'm suggesting that you need to start to look at your stool, okay? Look at what it looks like, the color, how it smells, all of these things, because your stool will literally tell you if there's a problem going on in your body, right? So it's good to look at your stool so you know what's coming out of you and how it looks when it comes out of you, because it's supposed to look a certain way. So now, when we call it floaters, not sinkers, we're literally meaning that if you have enough fiber in your diet, then your body is good. If not, then So whenever you use the bathroom and if it floats on top of the water, you have adequate enough fiber in your diet. If it sinks to the bottom of the toilet, you need fiber, right? It's too heavy. You need fiber, not enough fiber. So remember, floaters, not sinkers. So floaters float on top. that means you have fiber. So if it's floating on top, you have adequate enough fiber. If it sinks, it's too heavy, you need fiber, right? And when if it's sinking all the time and you're constant, you need fiber, you're gonna become constipated over time, right? Pebbles, constipation, right? If you feel like you go to the bathroom and you still feel like there's stuff left in there, you're constipated, right? Just the different, just different things that you feel bloated, sometimes it's poop and it's constipation, you need to get it out, right? Half the time, 30% of the stomach is poop. So people are walking around with shit in their stomach because they're not pooping properly, right? So as long as we know these things, then we will, we should also know how to cleanse our body and how to take care of ourselves, right? If you're a man and or a woman and you're experiencing a big belly, right? This is from the transverse colon. Your transverse colon is here. It's over here, right? Your transverse colon, right here, right? This part of your colon, it controls your trachea and your esophagus, okay? But this is your transverse colon, right there across, right there below your belly button, right? And what happens with the transverse colon, it becomes prolapse, right? It drops and it starts to touch the small intestine and it gets extended. It gives you an extended stomach and causes constipation as well. So your transverse colon will drop, right? It drops and starts to touch your small intestines and then it gets extended, right? And this can cause constipation as well, right? So just know that these things, a lot of things can cause constipation. You need to take probiotics every day, 40 billion of probiotics every day, 3,000 milligram folic acid every day, B12 complex, B complex. Exercise your transverse colon. You understand me? If you're lazy and you don't want to use it, exercise your transverse colon. Magnesium, right? Magnesium, 800 to 1,000 milligram per day. Too much calcium will cause you to become constipated. And what magnesium does, it helps to move it out. All right. You can remove waste from your liver by taking dandelion root, clover root, buckthorn bark, ginger powder, yellow dock. These things can help to break up, and remove any kind of waste and bile from your liver. If you have waste in your sigmoid colon, it can cause swelling in your prostate, and a lot of this stuff can seep in the prostate gland, and this can cause prostate cancer in men, and it can cause uterine cancer in women. So if you have excess waste that's left in your sigmoid colon is right above your rectum. So this is your rectum, guys. This sigmoid colon is straight. Now, because how we use the bathroom, we put our feet flat on the ground when we're using the bathroom, so we don't get everything out. You need to have your feet, place your feet on a 1-inch stool every time you go to the bathroom. Now, what this does is it actually now arches your body down, and it curves your sigmoid. Now your sigmoid is connect, is equal to your rectum, and when you're using the bathroom, now everything comes out, right? Opposed to if I'm flat on the ground, everything's, there's stuff left back in. You want to get everything out of this part of the colon, guys, your sigmoid colon, because if you do not, some of this waste can cause a parasitic infection. It can go back into your bloodstream and it could cause go in your prostate gland, could cause prostate cancer, uterine cancer in women, all of these things. So you must clean this area, this part of your colon, the sigmoid part, and that is right above your rectum, guys. So that is the part. So if you ever been to the bathroom and you feel like there's stuff left back in, that's your sigmoid colon. That's what's left. It's left behind in there. You need to clean that out. Okay, so that we don't get it, you don't have any problems later on down the line. Okay, so if you guys are in need of our services, guys, in any way, if you want our help, guys, please reach out to us. I'll leave the link in the bio below, all the information. If whatever information you need, guys, book us. I have a lot up here, all right, and I would love to share it with you. But if you're experiencing these problems, guys, there is help out there. You can heal yourself. The body literally is a healing mechanism. It heals itself as long as you know what to do. You guys have a safe and productive day today. I know that V.o.g.a.w loves you, okay? Bye, guys.